like, so some of the stuff, and I'll obviously, any of the cues or little stuff I'm giving you for the warm up, like sometimes I just want you to experience something. Just for the start, just pause for half a second, because I really want you to feel that position, really feel that strap position, and then obviously just awareness of, all right, I've got my pec fully stretched, and I'm really initiating it with my pec. Keeping your arm about as straight as you can, because just the range of motion that you have available, I think if you're a little bit straighter and you really just focus on pulling across, I just want to see how much you can get, like how short and how contracted you can get it. And then if nothing else, like some of this kind of stuff. All right, what's up guys? Joe Bennett, the hypertrophy coach here with Raw Revive, and I got Brett over here. We are doing a little push session, 2 chest exercises, and more shoulder stuff after that. First movement we've got going here is a fly variation, one of my favorite variations. As far as what your muscles are working compared to a normal fly, all the same stuff. So really just trying to take the elbows out of the equation, really just isolate the chest. The only difference from what some people might not do is I've got a bench here, and the bench is basically just to make sure that you don't have to manage your body position, make sure someone as strong as Brett can tolerate as much load as he can without having to manage this back and forth thing. And I've got a roller on here, and he's never done that before. I like to have people try that as often as possible. The roller really lets your shoulder blades move freely, which can help get more range of motion from your pecs, better stretch, better contraction. So here we go, first one, some warm-up sets, getting them to feel it, and then we're gonna do some work. So the whole thought process is just more freedom of your scapula, so you're not losing any stability because you can still push in there just as hard as you obviously could have benched, but your shoulder blades are gonna move a lot easier around it. So when I actually find it, as you're coming into contracted position, you can actually move a little bit easier, but even more so the stretch position. I always tell everybody, like, obviously if you're going as far as you can horizontally, whatever, abduct this way, obviously that'll stretch your pec to a point, but if you retract your shoulder blades further, it's still gonna lengthen the pec even more. Because everybody just thinks about the upper arm position, but more than your upper arm, your scapula moving back. Yeah, so honestly just find that it's, once you do it, it's a pretty good variation. Like I have a hard time going back. Yeah, that body position, hard across, chest nice and tall, hard squeeze, yeah. Squeeze into it. Go, 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 go. Hard contraction. Again, come on. Yep. Go, 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 go. Come on. Get there, get there, get there, get there. We got one more. Stick in it. Come on. Up. Keep going. Smooth contraction. Get all the way there. Get all the way there. Gotcha. All right, guys. This video is just to show that I'm capable of walking and talking at the same time. We're moving over to an incline. So honestly, I asked Brett what he wants to do. He wanted 2 chest movements. So again, I always want to get his feedback. He just said a fly in the first place, which is why we did that. Now he wants to do some sort of incline press. So we're either going to do the Smith or the Prime. I'm going to let him pick. Both can kind of accomplish the same goal. And same thing, we'll do some little setup stuff, some form tips, and then get some work done. There's tension from top to bottom. And so even think about the same finish where you're getting that hard contraction in because it's still loaded in that position. So if anything, little pause at the bottom, little pause at the top. Not that we'll necessarily keep that pace for the working, but anyway, just to kind of think about those end positions, during the warm up as well too. One more, last one, come on. Same rep. Yep. Take a break. Yep. 1 or 2 more, come on, stay tight. Perfect reps, come on. Yeah. We got 1 more, last one. Stick with it, come on. Go, 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 finish. Yep. So someone's gonna say, why the hell would you hook that on there like that? If you've ever done anything where you got 2 cables going at the same time, if you have it hooked on here, so we're gonna do like a lateral raise variation. If you do both sides at the same time, these balls, that's because that's what they are, these balls are gonna clang into each other, and it's annoying as hell. If you've ever done that, you're coming to the bottom of a rep and then they cross over and you go, and you get pissed off in between the reps. So if you hook that in there instead, you're picking up an extra couple inches range of motion, and so now you can have more range of motion where those things won't cross over and hit into each other.
They won't attach to each other and you get stuck.
Or attach to each other, yes, that does happen as well too.
Funny story is I used to train a cop.
Yeah.
And we were doing these like standing side raises with those.
Yeah.
And he attached them
Clank
behind
them together.
his back.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, he's standing there and he's handcuffed. Like,
that's
can't
hilarious.
Move.
Yeah.
He's like, will you help me? I go, no, this is too ironic.
You need to feel what this feels like for a change of pace.
We're leaving this for a second.
This is fate. Let's go 3 more. 2. Last one. Good. All right, guys, so starting some shoulders now. Talk to Brett, he's like, what's his priority for shoulders? He's kind of front delt dominant, so really wants to bring up basically the side head of his delt, you know, bring out that cap, that wide look. So this is my favorite exercise for doing it. Nothing wrong with dumbbell laterals or something, but the advantage of this is a couple things. One, because of the cables, we have load at the bottom. So your delts are strongest at the bottom, and a dumbbell doesn't load them at the bottom. So that's the #1 advantage, is we're loading your delts where they're the strongest, and strongest in the right way, where you can actually have the best response and then hopefully grow the most. And then from there, the advantage as well too, cables give you a lot of freedom with arm path, and lying down just takes stuff out of the equation, so you can't cheat. I mean, a lot of people, even if you're just gonna do dumbbell laterals, I say always do them seated, always doing them leaning against the bench or something, because everybody else turns them into a total body exercise. So cables have the advantage of load at the bottom, bench keeps your form honest and keeps it strict, and just a really all around one of my favorite for side delt. So, and we'll see as he goes through. It's a fun exercise to torture people on as well too. My next, if you don't have these, you don't have the setup, is honestly machine laterals. I prefer machine laterals to even dumbbells, again for the reason that a machine loads them from top to bottom, where again doing dumbbell laterals is just hard at the top. It basically gets easier the lower you get through the rep. So good, right here with you. Smooth reps, come on.
Yep.
Smooth. Another one, control.
Yep.
Go, 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 come on. You got another one, control.
Yep.
Go, 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 go.
Ah.
One more, come on. Fun rep, let's go.
Yep.
Finish, 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 finish.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
See, once you're done, but I'm just gonna have you stay there like this.
Okay.
I'm literally gonna sneak under the side, pull the donuts off, and then have you go again. Good. Now we got it smooth, smooth to the top. Contract, don't swing. There we go. Again. Good, come on, we got 2 now. Smooth. Good, one more. Smooth out of the bottom.
Yep.
Yep. All right, have at it. Yep, get your head on now. Here's the ones, come on. Smooth. Yep. Control. Yep. Come on, again.
Yep.
Smooth it out of the bottom. Smooth it out, come on. There we go, come on. We got 2 now, that's 2, let's go. One more, last one. Go, 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 go. Good. That was good. So next movement here, we got rear delt movement. I mean, rear delts, you can kind of say this for almost every exercise, but more so in rear delts, like 90% of the battle is just getting it lined up right. Because even if you've got huge rear delts, they're not big relative to everything that's around it. So a lot of people, one, instead of actually moving just their humerus, can just turn it into kind of almost like a row. So they're actually just moving their traps, they're moving their scapula whole out, using their traps, and then it's just moving their upper arm a little bit. So one, you can move that too much and your upper arm too little. And then the other part's alignment, because you have other stuff like lats and things like that. They can actually move your upper arm, some of your rotator cuff muscles. So a lot of it is really just finding a position that's comfortable, that lines up well with the rear delt. We'll get some shots of this from behind. But basically this hand position, we're looking at the plane he's moving in, the plane his upper arm is moving in with the cable, and just trying to line that right up with the rear delt. So for most people, I find if you're doing a cable, going from a little bit high to a little bit low. And it's going to be different from person to person. Some people, I was telling him, feel good from here to here. Some people like to come a little bit more to their side. Both can work perfectly fine. You just got to find out what lets you, again, target your rear delts more and other stuff out of it less. And I've just got them seated, same as anything else, just less stuff moving, less to manage. I like reverse pec deck can work as well too. Same thing, dumbbells can work well too. The issue with like dumbbells as opposed to this is the same thing, is if you're doing them prone, it's only hard at the top. There's no tension at the bottom, no challenge at the bottom. So the advantage of cables or even like a reverse pec deck is you can get challenge in the bottom range of motion and then equal challenge through the whole way through pretty much. And cables are hard to beat just for versatility because we just kind of got this just right to start, but you can mess around with, you could do the cables higher, you can do them lower, you can move back, you can move forward. So again, from a pure versatility standpoint, kind of hard to beat. Again.
Yep.
Go, 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 go. Yep. Yep. Like to incorporate some kind of face pull thing just because it works every head of your delt to some degree, and honestly not a bad thing to train some external rotation a little bit. So we'll do probably like, you know, 1 or 2, and honestly we'll mess around with the position. You don't have to overthink it. It's not, I always say honestly it's just best if you just try and get your hand back here, and however it goes there, it goes there. You don't have to think about like, am I externally rotating far enough? Am I pulling back? Just let the motion kind of happen together, because again, it's this kind of, again, abducted motion that's gonna literally hit every single head of the delt to a degree, and then obviously the external rotation is just gonna happen as well when we're there too. So we'll do 1 or 2 warm-ups, and I'll probably have you do this, and I might superset with one thing a little bit kind of for front delts, and again, just kind of keep this kind of stuff kind of dense.
Did you grab the bottom or the middle?
I grabbed the top ones, just so I get more freedom. Yep.
All the way back?
Yeah. Nail it back, yep. Mm-hmm. Let the hands a little closer together, so go kind of a little closer to 90 at the top, and then really pull down and back. You can even let the hands drop down a little bit at the top. If that makes sense. So when you're here, there we go. You can pull back in there. There we go. And give it a little hold at the end. There you go. Good. Nice. Good. A few more. Come on. Let's go. 2 more. This will just kind of get a little bit of front delt stimulus. We'll get some side delt as well too, but I'm just going to have you go the wider grip out here, pronated grip, and I'm going to have you go just from lap height to right about here. So no higher than that. So we're just going to stay basically right in that range. And you can literally touch the lap. Just make sure that you don't like actually, you know, relax or take tension off. Good, come on. Let's go. 3. 2, come on. Yep. 1 more. Yep. Probably that one, yep. Not that high. Obviously, once you get comfortable. Right there. Mm-hmm. Good. Smooth pace. Come on. Come on. Good. Don't set it down. Keep it moving. Good. Come on. Keep going. Don't stop. 3 to go. 2. Last one. First will be the only difference. So I'll have you set it down. I'm going to move some weight around, and then we'll just go take that to failure again, and then we'll do one more with the barbell. Same thing. Good reps. Love it. Good, man. Keep it moving. Keep those arms up. Don't take a break. Good. Come on. Yep. Again. Come on. We got 3. Come on. 2. Last one. Yep. It's good. Keep it moving. Don't let it rest. Come on. Come on. You got 3. 2. 1. One more. Same thing. Don't let it stop. Stay in that same range. Keep it moving. Good, man. Come on. These are the fun ones. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Don't stop no matter what. Come on. Keep moving. 5. Come on. 4. 3. 2. 1. The whole goal of that set was just to make him do that same stance again. And the other point of that set was because I just want to see Brett struggle with a 20-pound barbell. So all we're going to do, that's the intro to the video, guys, is right there. It's him with the 20-pound. Yeah, that's it. We should do it. Like, we should do a little intro. But like, today we're not going to use over 20 pounds, and we're going to show how to make a hard workout. So recap, push, delts. He picked basically the first 2. I gave him a fly variation. And then, press of his choice, just straight sets on most of those. And then we went into delts, and again, his priority was side delts, so we did pretty much my favorite side delt exercise, lying cuff laterals into rear delts, and then finished with a little superset here. I always tell everybody, like, most of your workouts should be focused on straight sets, so doing heavy straight sets. I personally think delts respond pretty well to dense work as well too, so it's not hard to combine it. I also say don't do 8,000 exercises. I mean, once we did side delts, there's literally nothing else you can do. Like, this is the range of motion for side delts. We trained that full range of motion. We loaded the crap out of it. We did some straight sets. We did some drop sets. That's the easy way to get in dense work for delts. Same thing for rear delts. We found a movement that lined up great, hit his rear delts really well. We did some straight sets there to get a little bit more volume, a little bit more dense work. We did some drop sets with that same exercise. And then I just finished with this last little face pull variation. I like to do it seated, the same thing, just to keep other stuff out of it, keep the movement a little bit more strict. I think that's a nice way, again, a little bit more volume for every head of the delt to a certain degree. Sneak in a little external rotation, never a bad idea for anybody as well too. And then again, just to sneak in a little bit more dense work, we superset that with a front raise variation. I always say everybody should try that front raise variation if you haven't done it, because everybody likes to swing 60-pound dumbbells in front of the mirror. But that's the whole thing that's happening, is you're swinging them. All of you, not your delts. Lie down on an incline bench and see how much you can actually raise with your front delts. So that little sequence there kind of just tied everything together, every head of his delt, front to back. And again, just a lot of work, and that's what I mean by dense work, is a lot of work in a short period of time, which again, should be a small percentage of your workout. Again, if we look 80% of the workout, heavy straight sets, and then just sneak in a little dense work at the end. And again, I think delts particularly are one of those body parts that respond well to that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Brett took it like a champ, because again, if you guys don't know, because I haven't trained you if you're watching this, unless I have trained you, then hey, you know what's up. But that stuff's nasty. It's about as much isolated pain as you get. You know, there's leg day, which makes you just feel like you're actually gonna die, which is just everything hurts and you really might pass out, vomit, whatever. But delts is a unique type of isolated pain that people bitch out on as well too. So people bitch out on leg day because they don't want to die. People bitch out on delt day because it hurts so much. So that's a different type of horrible pain that Brett got put through today. So hope you guys enjoy the workout. If you need a little chest and delt session of your own, give that one a go. If you got questions for us, hit him down below. If you got questions about this pose, ask Brett. Hit him down below.
Chicken wing.
That's that. Peace.